And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Still looking to his right. Coming out aggressively. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback here. He extends the play. Nothing open right away. There's a little bit of pressure. He gets to the outside, tries to take a shot down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
Throwing, Sellers. Fires to the wideout. That pass is incomplete.
Well, there was something the quarterback liked in the pre-snap there, thinking his primary target was going to have a favorable matchup. The defense did a nice job disguising that look. They got more bodies over to him and forced the incompletion.
Sellers from the gun on third down. Fires to the middle. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. A tough start to the opening drive as the defense comes up with a big play. Great place to start for this offense. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Here comes the heat. He's got it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
I love that play call. And quarterbacks are always licking their chops after their defense gets a takeaway because they know now, hey, I got a sudden change situation. I've got a chance.
Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Tigers. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he...
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Look out! Back's got it on the screen. There he goes. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And what a great job of being cool under pressure. He knew there was a defender about to hit him, and he held on to it as long as he could before letting it go. He paid for it, but what an accurate shot vertically down the field for an explosive play in the passing game.
Sellers from the gun on third down. Complete in the middle. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
When I see the defense in man coverage, I'm trying to get my fast guy versus their worst corner. Trying to get a great matchup on the outside, take advantage of it to make big plays.
Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
And you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time. Now, it used to just be in the red zone. Now, you just find the big fellow, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on third down. Now here's Sellers. And it's incomplete on third down.
This is a team right now playing with tons of confidence because of how much their defense is dominating. Just look what they did the last time they took the field. And look what they're doing early in this game. They've got dudes flying around making plays. They are a tough unit.
And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. To the air, it's Denson. Right side, it's Johnson. Makes a man miss. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. It's a thing at Clemson to run downhill, literally, usually when they enter the stadium. But sometimes it feels like this running game's doing that.
They run down the hill, and a lot of times they don't stop, Reese, because they keep the tempo and they keep the foot on the gas, and that's what Clemson's kind of built this offense on is tempo, trying to wear you out, and they slip in the run game and the quick passing game and the running QB and so many things to look at.
It's dropped after taking the hit.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Fires on the move. Working the middle. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. And the Tigers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Fresh set of downs going up top. Firing deep. And it's incomplete as he was trying to make the play in the back corner of the end zone.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Headed to the line at the 23, trying to convert this third and short. Powers inside. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be fourth down. We've reached a break. Clemson has the lead. Let's take a look at the numbers through the first quarter. The Tigers will try to convert on fourth down. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Got to make the play on fourth. Fires to the right. Intercepted for the 11th time. Got room on the return. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. South Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. Down by a touchdown, and we'll see if they can get on the board with this drive. They're all over him. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And we talk to teams week after week, and quarterbacks and coaches, and what do they always say, man? Quarterback's best friend is a tight end. Well, that play right there, he wasn't his best friend. You don't see a lot of drops from him, but, man, he had an opportunity to catch that one.
From the gun, it's Clark. Tried to fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Sellers lined up in the gun on third down. Escapes the pressure to his right. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
And on the third play of the drive, third down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
Sellers. Rush right in his face. Good job just to get rid of that one.
It's too bad because these receivers are winning outside one-on-one. If this offensive line can just give their quarterback a little bit more time, there are some plays to be had.
They don't need a bunch on second down. Moving the pocket, it's Sellers. Timed that hit perfectly to keep it from making the grab. It'll be third down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
From the gun on third down, Sellers. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
He'll take it himself. Breaks into the open. The 20. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. They send the tight end in motion. Wants to throw. It's Denson. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And for quarterbacks throwing the ball down this close to the goal line, because there's so many bodies in such a small space, oftentimes routes take a little bit longer to develop, and it forces quarterbacks to have to hold on to it a little bit longer. That's the risk and danger with throwing the ball so close to...
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Flying down the left side. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business.
It is so awesome, Palmer, to see the best athletes on the field with the ball in their hands. The defensive lineman, baby, scooping up the fumble, trying to get it to the house. He might have ran out of gas a little bit of steam lost, and he gets caught. But what a play by the big D line.
Look at the big fella rumbling and stumbling and bumbling down the field. I'll tell you what, it wouldn't shock me if that guy at some point played running back earlier in his life, maybe when he was 8 years old. But hey, give the guy credit. He completely flips the field. Not only recovers the fumble, but now sets his offense up in great field position.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they just...
Throws toward the end zone. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Under pressure. And they got it.
In these situations, third and eternity, I know exactly what to do. I'm putting more DBs on the field. I know it's a pass, my best pass defenses, and then I turn my pass rushers loose. Go get that QB.
And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kickers. They get through and it's blocked. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Moves the pocket. It's Denson. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
Long way to go on second down. He's changing the play. Wants to go up top on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And that was another ball thrown in harm's way. And this young man, he already has one interception. That was almost a second. Just playing a little bit loose with the football. Let's make sure we get that dialed in. We can't make those mistakes. Hard to win games when you make big mistakes.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Finds the tight end. At midfield, he's got room. Big pickup on the play before he's finally stopped, and that carries us into the break and the final 2 minutes coming. Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. Calls his own number. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Second and long here. A run for the quarterback. 5-yard gain on that play. It'll be 3rd and 5. Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. Looking to throw, it's Denson. He's going to let this one go deep. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone.
Well, that DB did everything right on that deep shot. You saw the speed, you saw his ability to turn his hips, and how about getting his head around, locating the football, and then knocking it away? Couldn't have done that better.
Absolutely center cut, and that lead grows even bigger.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. On the ground, it's Clark. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7. Timeout called by Clemson. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Sellers through the noise. He's going for the big play. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
What a great job by the defense, forcing a 3 and out. Beautiful job in coverage there. This is going to set up a punt and get them the football back in great field position.
The Gamecocks line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Makes the catch at the 45. And there he goes. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Deep shot for the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Straight ahead, it's McAllister. He's still on the move, a last-ditch effort to get some points before the half. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, welcome into the Week 13 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. So many seasons on the line.